What's going on? Brian Tong here, and I've partnered with LG, who is sponsoring this video to showcase the features of the new LG Gram 17-inch laptop. We got it right here, and look at this thing. Ooh, it is glorious. And I'm calling it new because they've updated this model and bumped up the specs in every way from the previous LG Gram 17-inch that released earlier this year. And I used to own a 17-inch laptop years ago, and really it was a portable with a display that at this size has just never felt this light, weighing in at less than 3 pounds. I mean, it's 2.98 pounds to be exact, and it has a magnesium alloy body with its textured surface that doesn't make it feel cheap at all. It has a modern design that doesn't make it look or feel clunky at all, and you can easily hold a laptop of this size with one hand, and I can just like wave it around. It's easy because it's so light. And this brings a 17-inch WQ XGA IPS display with a 2560 by 1600 resolution and then 16 by 10 aspect ratio. You're really getting a 17-inch screen in a body that's in the same class as many 15.6-inch screen laptops. Plus, that extra size gives you a dedicated 4-column numeric keypad for all you number crunchers out there, and then the keyboard is backlit as well. There's also a fingerprint sensor on the top right corner on the power button. That's for security to unlock it. And I talked about how this is the new LG Gram. It's the lightest 17-inch laptop on planet Earth right now, but they've really beefed up the internal specs that are allowing you to do more tasks that require more power. Now, it comes with Intel's latest 11th gen quad-core Tiger Lake Core i7 processor at 2.8 gigahertz with turbo up to 4.7 gigahertz. That's an improvement from the 10th gen processor on the earlier 2020 model. It's also loaded with 16 gigs of LPDDR4 dual-channel RAM at 4,266 megahertz. That's compared to the 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 3,200 megahertz from the previous model. They've also bumped up the solid-state storage here by twice as much, from 2 terabytes versus the 1 terabyte in the earlier model. And then if you want even longer battery life, hey, you got it here with up to 19 hours versus the 17 hours on the previous model. So you're getting a beefier machine at every spec level while really still retaining this huge 17-inch display laptop at less than 3 pounds. Now let's check out the connectivity. On the left side, you're getting a USB 3.1 port, HDMI out, and a USB-C 3 Thunderbolt port. You can use the Thunderbolt port to connect an Ethernet adapter if you want to, or others. Now, on the right side, there's a micro SD card slot, headphone jack, 2 USB 3.1 ports, and a Kensington security lock port. This supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity. And in case you were wondering, the display, this is not a touch screen. I just want to make that clear. But one of the biggest advantages of using this large screen portable, it just fits into how a lot of us are at home right now. And you can take this 17 inches of glory really to any room or location. You can use it on the couch. You can take it to a table. You can do work, and you won't be sacrificing portability with a smaller screen that you're used to. This display also that you're looking at all day, it matters. And this is a laptop that is going to be easier on your eyes and just help with your productivity. I think it's perfectly capable of a machine for general use like surfing the web, handling word processing and spreadsheets. And then this large screen, though, it does make a difference with that. I even found that I wasn't used to having such a big screen for a laptop because I think we get used to smaller screens and there's just so much more space to work with. Beyond productivity, though, I also was able to use this with Adobe Photoshop the same way that I do with other machines. I typically only deal with projects that have about maybe 10 to 15 layers or so, and I'll apply filters, I'll play with the layers, resize them, and I had no lag whatsoever. So that was encouraging that I know that it'll be more than capable of handling my Photoshop work. Then I also tried it with Adobe Premiere. I was playing around with a project that involved 4 layers of 4K video, and this just tells me it's gonna be able to handle video editing as well. And both Photoshop and Premiere are the types of apps that demand as much screen real estate as you can get. And these are really 2 of my primary apps as a creator. Graphics-wise, it's using Intel's Iris Xe integrated graphics. Now, this is a capable machine for gaming, and I can turn down some of the settings to play a game that I love like Fortnite with my nieces and nephews, but I'm getting between 30 to 50 frames per second, which is, you know, it's okay. That's more than good enough. I can also run games like Gears of War 5 or Cuphead. That's through the Xbox crossplay on PC. And again, this isn't a laptop that's made specifically for gaming, but really it's more than capable of doing some gaming, which is fine. But, you know, I want to at least set your expectations. This is not really going to be your dedicated gaming type laptop. But with all of our gadgets, screen size matters. And it's still impressive how just light this thing is. It just made it easy for me to use it in different spots. I mean, I don't even feel bad doing this because it's so light to just kind of move around. And another bonus, if you're streaming content like Netflix or Disney Plus and others on this laptop, this display is going to be bigger than really anything out there if you just want to watch a movie or show before you crash at night. So I can see like putting this on your bed, leaning over, and it's just kind of a nice experience. Now, where this LG Gram 17-inch laptop really excels though is as a versatile laptop with a big screen, a long-lasting battery that you can take anywhere you want and still do pretty much everything you want without being tied down to a specific spot. And this is not going to be the most powerful laptop you can find because that's not what it's really trying to be. If you want to go with a big screen, the biggest screen, and then a light form factor that's just great for productivity with even more power than before, the new LG Gram 17 is really going to be your best bet.